All right, what's up, traders? In Dutch, in Holland, we have a saying "met de billen bloot" with the buttocks bare. Basically, something along the lines of to have to pay the piper or to be exposed or whatever. Basically, I have to come clean that last week, my trading week was my worst week in well, pretty much since I can remember, for a long, long time. So yeah, I'm basically coming clean this video, and I'm going through the trades, and it's actually been helpful for me to also already note down some stuff and to learn from them because yeah, basically, I'm going on holiday in 2 days. So I think last week I really went into it, really trying to force it because I was 6% up on the FTMO 100K account. And I was like, okay, I really want to get the last 4% before the holiday. And then I can really do the second phase when I come back or during the holiday really slowly or whatever. But I had sort of the feeling, okay, the holidays come in. I want to, I really want to get the 4% over the line. I still remember that, and I still knew that. I even told someone, and I was like, well, I think it's a bad thing that I am like, I want to do that. So I kind of knew it, but I was like, I'm gonna handle it sort of cautiously, whatever. And yeah, basically, I didn't. I'm human, I'm not perfect, and yeah. Um, I hopefully learn from this again. So yeah, I kind of spiraled out of control. I don't really do that anymore for like a long time. So lessons learned, I guess. So basically everything was fine up until the 12th of January. Like basically last week started on the 12th, and the early trades were fine, right? Like this didn't really bother me. A little loose. I hired stop loss, got stopped out, whatever. Like I ended up getting a win. So all these sort of trades are fine. What ended up being the trade that I think really started the spiral is the NZD USD one. Like normally on the 100K account, I have never risked over 0.5%, I think. And here, as you can see, I ended two positions, risking over 0.7%. So that really sort of opened the floodgate for me to risk more on trades because as soon as you do it once, you'll sort of, you know how that goes, right? Then you start to feel more comfortable, do it again, and and you want to make up for that loss. So you want to risk more. So I think that's like here it went wrong. I don't know why. Well, I think I know why. I entered another position because I think it was a trade that LXG also shared. So that was why I had sort of extra confidence in it. And I was like, okay, he shared it. He doesn't really share his trades often anymore. And it's been like 3 weeks since he last traded. So I was like, okay, he's confident in the trade. I looked at it. I was like, okay, I'm fairly confident in it as well. All right, let's just go hard on this one because I want to force the 4%, right? So let's get into the chart on the NCD one. So forcing over risking, that's basically my mistake. Basically, we were under this area of interest, nice little area of interest. And yeah, I took it on the, I don't know if it was a 4 hour, maybe it was still, like, I think I took it on these sort of little doji-ish candlesticks. And basically I entered another position here because I was like getting more confident. Maybe I entered another position here because then I saw Alex was in it. So I risked more, uh, getting stopped out basically. And yeah, the daily time frame had like a massive bullish candlestick. I didn't expect it. I really expected it to sort of reject from the area of interest here. So the trade itself wasn't too bad, but it was the sort of the execution in risk management, which sort of, if I lost $500 on this trade, nothing really mattered. Like it was fine, right? It was completely fine losing $500 on it. That would have been no issue. It would have sucked that it went straight into sort of the drawdown. But I think a little bit later on, I took the next trade on NZD USD, so we get back into that one. So the next trade was Euro USD on the 13th. It didn't make sense on the daily and weekly time frame. I basically draw down. Um, so we did have a little sort of shift of structure, but yeah, the stop loss was really tight. It just wasn't clean. Like on the daily time frame, you know, you could see basically the daily candlestick before it. It basically rejected the area of interest here. It closed under. So yeah, as a sort of area of interest trader, you shouldn't really take a long whenever we have a rejection of the area of interest, which basically acted as a resistance. So you should look for shorts basically. Also, it's under the EMA, so it had literally a rejection of the 50 EMA on the daily time frame and a rejection of the area of interest. So what I should have done is look for shorts, and as you could see, like if I entered a short here instead, like whatever around here, let's not be too, place it above sort of give it a little bit of room. Oh, I should probably do it like this. Then it would have been like an easy 3x potentially. But yeah, I basically entered the wrong way. I didn't take the daily and weekly time frame into consideration, because the weekly time frame also was super bearish last week. So yeah, why am I looking for longs, right? Like, it doesn't really make sense. I didn't expect it to go this high though on the weekly either. So yeah, just an overall stupid trade. Not the biggest loss though, so that's good. But yeah, not a nice execution trade. And as you can see here, I again entered with more than 0.5%. So I risk here 0.8 plus percent. So yeah, because of this trade, floodgate opened, I started risking more. Um, let's see, it's this, I think it's this one, maybe 13th. The 13th is this one, 13th. Well, you can already see it, but, and it's along on the 4-hour doji rejection of the area of interest 2 times. So basically, this is sort of a silver lining trade though, because I did get out around here with a funded account. So I got like a small little payout of it, which paid for 3 more new 10K accounts. So I can sort of start going for those, because after this last week, I'll be not trading my 100K account again until I pass like at least 2 more 10K accounts before I'm a little bit more confident in it. You know, I won't really touch the 100K account, or maybe I'll do like, I risk 1K per week. I think maybe something like that, but I really don't want to, lose the account while I'm in sort of a losing situation, right? So here basically this trade hit stop loss really hard on the daily time frame as well, had a massive rejection. I didn't really expect it, but I think these 2 trades were these were worse, right? We had like a really big push to the downside. I don't think we had a shift of structure, but overall sentiment is, well, it's still, you could still consider it bullish. But if you just look at this area of interest, right? It's a nice little area of interest, and it had a doji rejection on it, and I enter along, which is like super stupid. Again, the 50 EMA as well. So we have a rejection of the 50 EMA and a rejection of the area of interest, same like the other one, and I enter along instead of a short. Now, and then you think, oh, you're not a donkey, right? You'll learn from your mistake. Well, look at this. Another doji rejection of the area of interest. What do I do again? I enter long. Like, I have literally zero clue on why I enter long. Like the Friday, I was already like sort of messed up. Like I wasn't in the right sort of trading mindset. Wednesday, I was also already sort of messed up, kinda. Um, so yeah, really, really stupid of my part, these trades. As you can see, would have both been really nice wins if I took them short. But yeah, that sort of happens. Then I think we have USD JPY left. There are some AUD USD in here. That's the other one. The second one just went through it. Entity USD. So we have one entity USD and the USD JPY left. So the USD JPY, this was also a painful one. It was on Wednesday. Basically, the stop loss was just too tight, basically. And I think I just entered because the time frame, the daily time frame was just super bullish, and it was reaching sort of this area where it had some rejections of it. It wasn't the best sort of how do you say it, analysis. It was just based off, oh, it's reaching this area, and the overall daily time frame is super bullish. And did I notice some? Well, it was just basically not a good trade, but overall it almost did hit TP there for like what's it called, like a 6x or something. So here it would have been a 4x, but yeah, the stop loss should have been tighter. I just basically just got stopped out barely. The trade would have been better entering of this. Basically, the trade would have been nice entering of here under this area. This is how I should have executed it if I was interested in it. But not after just a regular sort of lower high, lower low, and then yeah, yeah, it's just a stupid trade to be honest. Because here you notice, oh, it's right after the new lower low, it started to reject again, and then it fails to create a new lower low. So after this engulfing candlestick, it's a good buy, but not before, basically, um, in my book. So then we have entity USD, or we can go over some. Are there more? Yeah, there are more. Um, let's go over entity USD first. So ignoring bullish structure on the 4 hour and messy time frame, yeah, this is overall not the worst trade in like out of all of them, but yeah, the structure on the 4 hour is still bullish. This is the higher low, this is the higher high. Anything in between is still bullish, so I shouldn't really look for sells. The daily time frame was just messy. So it's a little bit messy right now, but it's messy. It's not very clean. But this wasn't definitely the worst trade out there. Um, let's go over the USD JPY trade. Did I even mention them? No, not the worst trades either. But yeah, there are some really bad trades in there. Um, some trades that I really would never take normally if I'm like in sort of a healthy sort of mental state and just like, chill and not tired. And, I've been ill as well, like last week. Like I'm still ill. I'm coughing and stuff. And yeah, it just felt off last week in combination with the, with the urgency to pass the account. It really spiraled the account out of control. As you can see, like here, this is basically the biggest sort of, yeah, uh, painful as hell. Because 7th of January we were still up like 6K. The 8th of January still up, and then basically last week happened, and we were up at some point like almost 5K still, and then we basically lost like almost 6K in 1 week. Um, I don't mind having bad weeks, right? But I did have like some, this might have been a few bad days, right? But then you lose like, what's it, 1.5K or something, and then you get back up. That's fine, and here as well, you have some bad trades in there. That's fine. But like this graph is just unexplainable. It's just not, I've been going gradually up, and then you just lose it all in 1 week. Like I never really thought that this would happen to me again, basically. So that's why it's sort of hitting me quite hard. Um, but yeah, I'll take this account will go on a really low burn at the moment, maybe on a complete stop for a little bit. Not sure yet. Um, but I want to trade it again as soon as I'll sort of be consistent again, it might already be next week, it's just might have been just 1 week off, but if it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I don't want to lose the account, so I'll rather burn through some 10K accounts, if that ends up happening. But yeah, I started trading some 10K accounts on the Friday, and it was going pretty chill and going well. So I think it's just been, yeah, There's been too much pressure on this 100K account, basically. All right, well, if you like this sort of content, sorry, it's a little bit longer video. Leaving a like, comment, and subscribe is very much appreciated. It helps me with the pain of this losing week, and I also have a Discord. So if you're interested in meeting like-minded people, feel free to join. Links in the description. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all had a better week than me, and I wish you all the very best for this week. I don't know when I upload it, but probably somewhere during next week. So I hope you all have a nice training week. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.